What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I am coming at you with a Rakdos Anvil deck. Haha, believe it or not. A deck that actually at one point was really, really good, and unfortunately lost Mythic Massacre, which I think was one of the key things that made it especially good. But slowly but surely, little bits and bobs have been coming back. It's, it's survived. And there's still some really good cards from the old, version of it when we did have Mythic Massacre that are now coming together with some of the sweet new cards from Wilds of Eldraine. And I think, I don't know, it's not quite there yet, but I've seen some stuff from Ixalan that's actually going to fit right in. I think we're almost there as far as perhaps getting to like a tier 2, tier 1 a brew. But for now, this is what I've come up with, and it's been getting me some nice victories in Mythic. So I cannot wait to show you. Without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Rakdos Food Fight. Food Fight is an 2-mana enchantment from Wilds of Eldraine that says that artifacts you control now have pay 2. Sack this artifact. The nice thing, it's not a tap ability. It's really nice. I'll explain why in a second. But it ends up dealing damage to any target, to 1 plus the number of permanents you have named Food Fight on the battlefield. So if you have 1, it's going to be minimum 2 damage, and then it goes up from there. So up to a maximum of 5 damage per sack trigger. Pretty nice. I have had a few matches where I've had like 3 of these on the board, and it's been phenomenal. And of course, anything that gives you a way to sacrifice artifacts that isn't directly doing it via the Oni-Cult Anvil is better, because you get the Anvil trigger, but it's you don't untap it. So then you can hold it up for the usual Anvil trick where the opponent attacks. You block with your construct, and then you tap and sack him so the opponent's creatures don't get through, and you continue to apply those little drainsies on the opponent. And it's slow, but it gets there. And the main change that I've wanted to try, just, thematically, because you could definitely still play the usual blood token generators and whatnot, like, Blood Tithe Harvester, and, go the blood token route, which has been the main way Anvil has had of finding artifacts since it came out. But I wanted to switch things up with the new Eldraine cards and bring in all the food producers. So we've got Witch's Vanity, real fun little uncommon, which I've showcased in a few different brews at this point, which is removal for small stuff on the first chapter, makes a food on the second chapter, and then makes a wicked roll. The nice thing about having this and Food Fight and the wicked roll is that we get to play Roadside Reliquary, so we can draw 2 cards, because we'll often have enchantments and artifacts on the battlefield. But most importantly, makes a food, which we can sack for life and then trigger the Anvil, or just sacrifice to the Food Fight, so on and so forth. Other food producer is the Gumdrop Poisoner. Real good. Real good. The more I play it, the more I enjoy it. Just this 1 mana play to make at instant speed. And then, you can, especially in this deck, because the problem with it that I've had is for it to get really good, you'd have to play it like it's a 5 mana thing, where you pay 2 to sacrifice one of the foods you have, you gain 3 life, then you play the Gumdrop Poisoner, and then you can get rid of a creature with toughness 4 or less. And with the Anvil, which also gains life, now we've got another way to gain just that little bit of extra life, maybe bring the Gumdrop Poisoner up to, 5 or 4, get rid of an Adeline or something. Ends up being a lot better. If you also include the fact that we can gain some life with Ob Nixilis, which is one of the cards from the older version of the deck, which I was talking about, still, shining. That it ends up being, you could potentially say you have 2 Anvils on the battlefield. You tap them, sack 2 things. That tapping effect is free. You've used no mana so far. You've gained 2 life. Then you plus your Ob Nixilis twice, you know, because you've got 2 of them most of the time. So you gain another, you know, 4 life. That's already 6. Okay? Then you can, even if you only have 3 mana available, play your Gumdrop Poisoner and get rid of Sheoldred, you know? So, very nice. And besides that, it's just a great place to put our Iron Apprentice counters, as well as the roll token from the Witch's Vanity. Having a little bit of a life linker against mono red and whatnot has been phenomenal. Last new card, I believe, yes, Candy Trail. Just a couple copies, really nice. Like to the point where I mean, Iron Apprentice is still good. You know, you might want to block her or whatnot, but the fact that it scries 2 when it enters the battlefield for 1 mana is already just pretty ridiculous. And then it's just a food, but you also get to draw a card off of it. You know, food gains you 3 life for 2 mana. Tap, sack, blah, blah. This, same cost, but you also draw a card because it's a food clue for 1 mana. And it's a relevant, you know, it's an artifact, so if you do that tap and sack thing whilst your anvil is in play, ta-da! So really, really nice. Might try to find a way to go up to a 3rd copy, but it's not quite as good as card advantage as Mishra's Research Desk, which is another of the older cards from the older version of the Anvil deck coming back. So we're still going with the full playset of the Mishra's Research Desk. Of course, the full playset of Voltage Surge, because we've always got these little constructs lying about. 3 copies of Annihilating Glare for the same reason. Trying out Candy Grapple because we got so many things to bargain, as well as 1 Sheoldred's Edict and 2 Soul Transfer, which we can often get both modes on same way we can with the Reliquary, with these Kamigawa cards. Maybe bringing back our Ob Nixilis, bringing back our Gumdrop Poisoner, as well as exiling Creature or Planeswalker from the opponent. Super nice. Mana base, what else? I mean, yeah, Mirrex also makes artifacts to, in a pinch, when we run out of ways to trigger Anvil, we can always just make more artifacts with Mirrex. That's the deck. Rakdos Food Fight. Let's jump into some games. See how it holds up on the Mythic ladder. Oh, I've been having some fun with this one. I still can't tell whether to call it Power Stones. Sorry, Power Bunny or Bunny Stones. Beg your pardon, that was just a work call. Whoops. Whoops. What a cool nickname to be able to get. Like, no one else had that. Oh, that's a perfect opening hand, honestly. Double scry action, a little bit of removal, and anvil. Okay. Yeah, let's go scrying rather than the apprentice. I'll keep the mountain, tuck the springs. Huh. Nice that mono black has no real artifact shenanigans. I'm not even gonna, I wanna actually use this. Pardon me. Woo. Woo. Oh my goodness. Gracious me. I was worried about Liliana. Trespasser is less problematic. Oh my gosh. Woo. Candy Trail, huh? I've been seeing this sneaking up in like some mono white decks. You slimy bug. I'm so happy I held up Annihilating Glare for you.
One of your friends has to leave.
Another land would be great. Okay. Okay. Let's just take it easy here. I think what we're going to do is... don't want to discard anything to Trespasser yet. So. Trigger the anvil, pass the turn. Sheoldred, ready with another glare. This Trespasser, a little bit more problematic. Okay. Yeah, there's that. Problem is he's gaining light for this one, and if he gets a Shelly down, then... So many options. My goodness. I don't know. Maybe. I'm just thinking if the poisoner actually survives, then it's a nice place to put this wicked roll. Then it'll become a 5/4. Okay. Ah, you. Sneaky bugger. Oh, there goes my headset. I think it unfortunately has to be... What a card. Hardly ever gets cast against me. This has got to be like one of the few times of late. I really needed that artifact. Ah. Rankle's Prank. Wow. Fantastic.
Nobody knows Dominaria shadows like me. Don't
I hate this card so much. I don't know how we're gonna get out of this. Fine, guys. I think we're pretty much just screwed at this point. Opponent just had it all. anything that makes a freaking artifact next turn, please deck. We've got plenty of options. But we kind of desperately need it, or it's probably just GG. If we draw a land, GG. Ay, caramba. Okay, well, there's that. We got rid of freaking Liliana.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
But now we're taking at the very least 6, and there's probably just Sheoldreds coming my way very rapidly. Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, Mono Black hasn't freaking really been that good in the meta lately, honestly, but looks like it still can do the thing. I'm particularly, annoyed by Liliana. Of all the cards in the deck, it's such a pain in my side. You run into it also against like Golgari midrange quite often. Relentless. What else have you got? What did you find? Unbelievable. 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 Nice card. That now convinced me I gotta give it a good old-fashioned try though, because that was good. That was cool. Alright. I gave it my best there, guys, but there was just no way. For a second, felt okay, because no way to deal with the anvil in black, but then... yeah. You saw. You saw what happened. Ah. Also a very nice hand, actually. Snag there, turn 2 play with the Witch's Vanity. Oh no, what? When you see that, like, land combo, you're not expecting Herd Migration, so I'm assuming it's freaking ramp, but it might not be. There's some people that play this in, like, other weird decks, for sure. Candy Grapple, I guess if it is ramp and they're gonna go for Topiary Stomper now, then I might regret my choices, but we have multiple ways of doing 4 damage. Or, you know, of dealing with a Stomper, so I'm okay. For now. I just don't know if Anvil's quick enough. Yeah, it's ramp. I don't think it's quick enough. And it's got Leyline Binding, unfortunately. By playing the Sparrow's Headquarters, you've just explained to me how it is that you don't have Topiary Stomper in your hand. On it. I'm very, very bored of Standard. I'm really excited for these new cards, guys. The meta is well and truly solved. We're playing Ramp, we're playing Mono Red, we're playing Golgari Midrange. We're playing Esper Legends, or Esper Midrange, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Still no Stomper. Definitely snag another desk. Land me. Last turn. I guess this is the turn when they play the Invasion of Zendikar or whatever it's called. Invasion of... Isn't it? Yeah, it is Zendikar. Isn't it? Nice. Maximum damage. 0 things depopulized. I'll take both of those, honestly. Draw 2. I don't think they run farewell, so like, you know. The next kind of things that are coming my way are gonna be like friggin' not things that are candy grappleable. So I think I'm okay to just put that one in the exile. Here comes Atraxa. Would not be surprised. Cool. We're mostly kind of just worrying about leyline. There it is. There's one leyline. So let's hope to find another anvil, like, and pretty damn quickly, too. Another Atraxa. Oh my god, I hate this deck. It's so lame as well. Fortunately, the new set is just... looks like actual whole new archetypes and decks that didn't exist, like, appearing out of nowhere. We're not just, like, adding 2 cards to pre-existing lists, as we've been doing for a while now. Okay. Wow. Very deep in our library, and we haven't found another anvil. That's freaking annoying. So now he's probably deciding or checking his mana. Yeah, he can do Atraxa and a Leyline Binding. I would say that's probably what's going to happen here. Question is, where does he binding? Ah, and he's got 2 bindings. There's no way we'll get around this game either. But there's another binding, so we have to just chill, right? Now, the question here is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will do 3. Plus 4 is 7. Okay. LOL. Yes, yes. Please do. I was just waiting for you to do that, honestly. Of course, he's got to go for the throat now. Wow, man, I hate this card as well. It's insane. They always have it. That's their 3rd one. We've still got 2 more anvils. Ah, go for the throat. Huh. What are you saving that for? I guess he populates the cleaner thing, but weird choice. Oh, the auto tapper got us. We can't, Oh, well, that's fine. Keep the lands coming. They don't bother me. We're on, like, a lot of life also, so, you know, there's that. Also, we have one more card in our... Okay, before we lose the Vanity, let's draw some more with the Reliquary. Guess it's his Mirrex holding up priority. That. Now that is what I'm talking about. Ob Nix, I love you. It's unfortunate, however, that we have nowhere to put these +1/+1 counters, but this is just, I think, gonna be the final nail in the coffin here. He's got the Mirrex. Double plus, just straight up. Yes, baby. Come, do you have another leyline binding? I'd love to see if that's what's in your little sneaky paw there, my friend. And now we hold up the tempt with treats. Yeah, draw away, my friend. Up the beanstalk is fine. Means he runs out of cards sooner than me. Sure. Super weird. I mean, I get it. Taps out. Zoink. Food fight. Oh, life is good, people. Give me an anvil, baby. Let's go. Top of the library. Ow.
Defy me, and you'll lose.
They only have the binding that can deal with Ob Nixilis, so it's just like... Now, I think they're regretting taking that 3 damage from the Poisoner. They could have used that go for the throat. Absolutely. And now it's useless because we have only artifacts. I'm digging for that final copy of Atraxa in your deck. Of course you are. Doesn't bother me one bit. I'm gonna hit you with a soul transfer, my friend. And did you find a leyline binding? Of course you did. Fine. We still have the Ob Nixilis plan. Wow, these games are going super long. Clever.
No one
Clever.
beats me and survives.
It's not enough mana for nada. Yeah, sure. Cool. You let me keep my anvil. Big mistake, buddy. Okay, so my thinking here is something along these lines. Boom. Problem here is Archangel will take out our Ob Nix, so we'll just have to live with that. But we can deal with you quite easily. Cool. That's another 4 life he's going to gain. But I think we're going to win from card advantage problems. He's on 8. We got 22. We've also got 38 life. Like, good luck dealing with that. He's going to have to go both on the Ob Nix. We've also got another copy of Ob Nix. Just, yeah, by the way.
My revenge will be cruel and painful.
I guess he goes for the herd migration. That's scary. But it's also going to draw you 2 more cards that you probably shouldn't draw. Okay. When the beanstalk becomes a problem, it's just so good. Yeah, let's go draw. That's all 4 friggin' bindings. So there's no way you got nothing else, my friend. Come on, give me Ob Nix, please. Okay. That's 3. 4. Poisoner. Take out the Archangel. Live another day. We got 42 life. I mean, I guess I'm even gonna swing here. Okay. Cool. I'm down. Absolutely no worries. What, you gonna bring back a Traxa? Yeah. I don't think he can deal 42 damage with the amount of cards. Yeah. That's GG, my friend. Good game. Oops. We outgrinded the grindiest of grindies, people. If he even casts another Herd Migration, it's curtains for you, my friend. So, enjoy. I'll just make a few more bodies next turn to block with, and then I'll just leave it. And we'll win. Wow, so long. We're like 38 minutes in and we've seen 2 games. Cool, man. Let's go. Which option do we have? What's the best way to make a couple blockers? I think we just, anyway, get rid of one of these like that. Mishras. There's a fantastic thing to find. Wait. I can play this next turn. Honestly, it doesn't matter. We won. Unbelievably so, we won. This isn't enough damage. 4 times 3 is 12. I'm 4 times 6. If you cast Herd Migration, you lose. You can't draw when there's a thing that says have to. Yeah, fine. I hope he does it. That'll be the most hilarious way to close things off. It's like all of his cards are on the freaking battlefield. $43 life. You just beanstalked yourself, my friend. Yes, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Taking down one of the top decks. Unfortunately, however, we've just gone completely over time. Fortunately, we got to do everything that the deck can do. Ob Nixilis was on the board. We used Food Fight. We used the Anvil. We used the Reliquary. I mean, there's literally not a single interaction that this deck is capable of that we didn't, you know, make use of in that match. We brought two things back. You know, we did both modes on this. The one card we didn't use was Candy Grapple. But yeah, Candy Trail, phenomenal. You guys saw how much life we had. I don't, like, I'm still not 100% about numbers of things. So, but I think that, like, as a shell with the food stuff and the life gain from the food stuff, you know, fusing together with some of the older things from Kamigawa and the Anvil makes for a very nice little brew. And if you're into the sort of Rakdos sack stuff, then this will be right up your alley. And I think Food Fight, I don't know if it deserves a full playset, but of course it's better as one. But anyway, we got to see there how it can be used. Unfortunately, not enough time in tonight's video to really have, like I've had in testing, multiple copies on the battlefield and, like, going, you know, pinging the opponent for 4 every time you're sacking one of your artifacts. It's chef's kiss. But that is going to have to be it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be seeing you all in the next one with another fresh brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.